Welcome to another episode of Monochrome Podcast. So today I've got a very special guest, Liam from Bitterwood. Do you just want to introduce yourself and tell me what you do in the band?
Hello, I'm Liam from Bitterwood, and I play the guitar and write the songs. Well, most of them.
That's cool, man. So let's just jump right into it. How would you describe your music to someone who's never heard of you before?
New metalcore, punk, beatdown, hardcore. I don't know. It's just well, we call ourselves hardcore metal, so I guess we've got influences from both sides. You know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily straight hardcore or straight metal, but you know, we try and not limit ourselves by like genre or whatever. We just play fucking whatever. So yeah.
On the topic of that, I'm pretty sure, did you not like upload a Red Hot Chili Peppers guitar cover not long ago?
Yeah, I think so. The Zephyr song or something.
Yeah, right. And then obviously kind of went down a stumbling block of like, you know, your social media and stuff, because I already like kind of knew who you were, but I didn't like know. And then I was just like, all right, they're on Slam Worldwide, pretty sure it was. And then I was like, they're on there was another channel, was it a hardcore based one instead?
Yeah, Hardcore Worldwide.
That's the
That
one,
was
yeah.
the first single that we put up last year, I think. Yeah, beginning of 2020. Kids Just Want to Dance was on Hardcore Worldwide, but the last two that we've done, both on Slam Worldwide.
So did you actually talk a little bit about that? Like what was the, you know, the difference between getting on one channel versus the other, and how do you think that's benefited you guys?
Well, the first one, obviously, we think we're more of a hardcore band than like a band that would belong on Slam Worldwide or whatever. Or that was the case with the first single anyway. So we hit up Hardcore Worldwide. They I don't even think they replied to us. They just kind of banged up the single 2 weeks later without even saying anything. Like, we got the notification saying it had been put up, and we were like panicking, like fuck, because we were at practice. We're like, oh my god, the song's out. Again, like there was no pre-warning that they were gonna drop it. So we were like rushing to advertise that everywhere. I'd be like, yo, the song's out now, go check it out. But with Slam, we decided that we preferred that platform, I guess. Like, Slam do post like, you know, like hardcore bands, beatdown bands and stuff, and we thought that might have been a better vibe for us, so we put up Paradigm on that one, which was a lot more organized, and yeah, it went really well. So I think we're just kind of sticking with Slam just now because, you know, the community on there seemed to enjoy us better than the Hardcore Worldwide community.
Yeah, I get that, man. I mean, obviously, because like you said before, you guys kind of blend different genres. You're flexible,
Yeah,
so you
totally.
can kind of fit into more than one lineup. Let's say, obviously, I've heard the songs you put out, and the videos are really interesting. Actually, I must say, I think that's probably a big selling point as well. Like, a lot of people just be like, "Oh, there's a Futurama, like in the
Yeah.
picture," or you know, there's anime and stuff. Do you actually talk about like what kind of inspires you guys to go down that route versus, you know, just a typical, let's say, counterparts esque type hardcore kid video?
Yeah. Well, maybe not me as much, but the our vocalist Will and Chappie, the bassist, they're super into anime, so they've always kind of wanted to like incorporate that into some of our stuff. And like, even though I'm not a massive weeb myself, I still do like enjoy it. And like with the Paradigm video, I just thought it was funny as fuck seeing like the characters from K-On! Like playing some like mad like metal shit. So, and it went down really well. Like, it was well received. So we've just kind of decided to stick with it. Obviously, for a start, we weren't sure how people were gonna, you know, like respond to it or whatever. But it went well. So we've decided to just keep going with like all the references and stuff to like old games and animes and shit that we've like grown up with or enjoyed.
I guess it's kind of a good way to tap into people's love for like, I guess pop culture. I don't know if that'd be the right term, but nostalgia, especially, that'd
Yeah,
probably
I
be
get
more fitting.
100%. Yeah, I get exactly what you mean. Like it's striking a chord with people that enjoyed that kind of shows or games or that when they were younger.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to fare you guys well. Maybe even lend you a hand towards the branding with the merch and stuff. Is that something you guys are maybe looking into? Do some kind of retro merch designs with it all?
Yeah, so we did the K-On rip, obviously for Paradigm for those t-shirts, and we've got some works for we've got something in the works for Beyblades merch, but we're not 100% if we're gonna drop that or not. Obviously because we did the rip of the Beyblades logo, so we thought might look cool on a t-shirt, but we're kind of undecided. I think we're gonna release some merch for the release of the EP, but that's obviously a couple months down the line yet, so nothing concrete.
Did you say, like, obviously the current circumstances with, well, the world, that's changed how you guys have approached releasing music as a band?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's definitely affected everyone. We obviously nobody knew how long it was going to last for. Like this is coming up to a year now that we've all been in lockdown or in and out of lockdown. So everything's been sort of web based online. So we've had to like change our social medias to be a bit more active because we can't play shows, can't tour. Um, we've decided. Yeah, man, I've just totally lost my train of thought.
That's cool, man.
uh, what are we going for? Yeah, how has it changed how we've approached? Um, yeah, we're just everything's online now, obviously. So we've had to like push the online, the social media and stuff a lot more, and we've had to make sure that the videos were cool and stuff because you can't just like release a song in this day and age. I feel like you've got to release a bit more. Do you know what I mean? It can't just be you bang a song up and expect people to listen to it. You've got to market it well or whatever. I mean, I failed higher business, no idea what I'm on about, but like you've got to like market it well enough so that people are going to see it, obviously, click on it, listen to it, and if they like it, they're going to keep listening to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man. I think obviously first and foremost, the music itself has to be good. So
Yeah,
like,
100%.
yeah, so where did it like start for you guys? Just forming. Have you had a lot of like lineup changes, or would you say that's something that you've actually been consistent with?
So Bitterwood as a band actually started in 2016, I think, but I wasn't in the band at the time. They had their original guitarist, Dean. They parted ways with him in 2019. Their old stuff was like it was like spoken word, like almost like post-hardcore, I guess. Uh, really concept based, like slam poetry, basically. They decided that they weren't too keen on how the band sounded and the direction they were going in, so decided to part ways with their guitarist. Got me in and was like, we want to go more hardcore. Like this is the vibe we're going for. Like, do you think we can write some cool shit? And then, yeah, just took it from there. Scrapped all the old songs. Basically, wrote a whole new discography in 2019, and yeah, we've just been taking it from there, really.
Sounds like you guys have, obviously been at it for a while, so you're definitely falling into your niche, I'd say, especially with the singles and stuff. Like, they are solid. I think we've spoken before briefly about who you actually worked with on your EP, Kieran Smith.
Yeah, Kieran from Dundee. Yeah, he's amazing. He's so good. He even helps us like, I'll be in the studio with him being like, oh, what do you think this part needs? Do you think this is cool enough? Can we change this? And like he always gets the vibe of the song. Like he always knows like what we're going for. He can almost like not read our minds, but you know what I mean? Like he's like, oh, this would be sick, or we could change this part to this.
Yeah, like, having worked with him myself, when you're there with him, like, he definitely feels like an extension of the band, doesn't he? Like,
100%. Yeah,
he's
he
not
feels like
just
an
a
extra
drummer.
member.
He's
Yeah,
like, yeah, like the man knows how to play everything. I
Yeah,
can't
it's
think that I've
crazy.
even heard them sing. He can even do it.
Yeah, no, he's shit-hearted
Mad.
singing. He's really good at singing, man. Like, I feel like that's one of the things that I've not heard enough of him for. Like, he's actually really good at singing, but obviously there's not really much of that on record for anyone to listen to.
Not yet. You never know.
Not yet, exactly.
Maybe you can tap him into a little feature or something.
Oh well, maybe hush hush. I was speaking to him about something for another project, but I'm unsure where that's going, so I'll keep my mouth shut for just now.
That's a cool way to go, man. So, like, obviously, you weren't an original member of Bitterwood, but do you know where the guys got the name from?
I have no idea where they got the name from. I think it's something to do with the concept of the EP. I think I might just be making this up, but the EP's got a concept to it. The 5 different tracks represent 5 different members of a family, and I think the Bitterwood name was supposed to represent like, oh, I don't know. I feel like I'd just be chatting shite if I went any further. So yeah, that's all I
Yeah,
know
it would
really
be
about the
funny
name.
though if you just like convinced absolutely everybody this was the meaning and it was the absolute polar opposite. So now everybody's sitting thinking, yep, it's named after a family or something like that. And then like, well, no, actually, it's a type of tree or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I like. What are you speaking about, Liam? Like that has nothing to do with it.
Oh man, part of me kind of hopes that that's actually what it is. It's just the complete opposite. So the guys were just like, "Yo, Liam, what the fuck are you talking about, man? This is false. This is fake news."
Yeah, are you even in the same band as us, man? Like, what are you talking about right now?
So yeah, obviously, like you guys are based in Aberdeen, I believe. Aberdeen is
Yeah,
quite
so
prominent for their hardcore scene. I'm pretty sure that's really the only thing I know about the Aberdeen music scene is it's got quite a rich, heavy scene.
I think we've been able to fake it quite well. I mean, there's a couple of heavy bands in Aberdeen that have popped up over the last couple of years. Um, there was a better hardcore scene back a couple of years ago, I think. Before I'd moved to Aberdeen, like I was still staying in Fraserburgh at the time. I'm back in Fraserburgh now. So as far as the heavy scene goes, there is maybe like 4 or 5 bands that are active right now, still releasing music, and would still be playing shows if shows were on. So yeah, it's definitely growing, I think.
Hopefully, shows come back soon, eh? Because it's
Yeah, I fucking hope so, man.
if y- did you guys like have to tweak any gig or tour plans? Like, did you have anything lined up before everything shut down?
So we were supposed to play in Guildford a couple of days before uh, the lockdown started and all that, and that was with MTXS, Grove Street Families, um, Vacora, and Replacer, I think, and that was for a memorial show for a guy down in England that those bands knew. So that got cancelled. We were also supposed to play Belgium with Putrefying Carnage, like the guys that feature on the last track. But that ended up not going ahead. Obviously, couldn't plan anything solid because the lockdowns and stuff started. But other than that, it was just kind of shows here and there. Do you know what I mean? There was nothing, no big plans that were really cancelled. But we're planning on doing a run of shows to like promote the singles that we're coming out with. But obviously, that kind of stopped, so we just took everything online instead.
I mean, to be fair, I think it's in a way it has worked out pretty well for you guys. You seem to be getting good numbers on your videos and your streams and stuff. So hopefully, when shows come back, there's going to be a bigger platform.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. Like while everything's sort of like, you know, on the back burner, everybody's kind of taking uh obviously the lockdown, I mean, like everybody's inside, nobody can play shows. So we're just trying to build a bigger platform so when shows do come back, we can sort of hit the ground running. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, man. I think that in a lot of ways, obviously, it's not nice not being able to play shows, but it's gonna have its benefits when everything is back.
Yeah,
Hopefully, you guys
100%.
will just kind of explode onto the scene.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but like hopefully we're well received when we come back.
Well, like you said, you've got a lot of like music lined up, it seems. So never know.
Yeah, we've got the EP. to come out still, and we've got a couple of other songs here and there that we've written, recorded. They're ready to go. So the EP, there's 2 tracks of that already out. That's Withdrawal and Paradigm, and we've got 3 more on that. That was recorded and ready to go last year, but we've just kind of like we've held on to it, just waiting. Just try to make the release plan like as good as it can be, considering everything's like on standstill just now until coronavirus is, fucked off.
Yeah, that's one way to put it, man. Hopefully 2021 we'll see shows come back. Well, obviously you guys have worked with Kieran on the production element of the EP, but like who is it you work with for your visuals and stuff like that? Is that all done in house, or do you guys
So
work with a certain
mo-
individual?
most of that's done in house by Will, our vocalist. He made the video for Paradigm and for Withdrawal. He also makes a lot of the graphics and stuff for social media. We've had a lot of photography taken by Connor Musket from Lashing Out. He does a lot of work for us and has done a lot of work for us since we sort of started, like pushing in 2019. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much all in house by Will.
I think that's a very self-sufficient way to do it, to be fair, man, because obviously moving forward, you guys don't, hopefully we don't end up in this situation again, but if we do, you guys will have a certain level of, I guess, like independent work you can do yourselves,
Yeah,
so
100%
you're
without
not
having to.
restricted by, other people.
Yeah, definitely. Will's try to get into photography and stuff a bit more as well, so we can take our own like promo shots and that, so that we can be like not totally self sufficient, but like you're saying, like we can have a decent team in house to get everything done without having to rely on like outsiders.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge, man. So, like, have you got any like cool recording or like gig stories? Anything just
Uh,
random or spontaneous that you just kind of thought was funny, or
Um, I mean, off the top of my head, I would say Shetland. We played a gig in Shetland. Had to get the ferry over, and I don't know. It was just a good laugh. Do you know what I mean? Like I've never been to Shetland before. Just small place. There's no trees or anything. Like dull as hell. It was so dark. But yeah, we played in this pub, which is actually closed down now. And yeah, it was just a good laugh. Like had a couple of drinks, whatever. Played this show, in Shetland, we had no idea who was going to turn up, if MD, and there was a decent little crowd for it, and everybody had a good time. So that's the one that I can say off the top of my head.
yeah, that sounds pretty far out. Actually, I don't think I've spoken to a single band who's played in Shetland, so that's a first.
Yeah, I think it was 16 hours or something on the ferry to get over.
Really?
I think, yeah, we had to sleep on the ferry and stuff. Like it was a good laugh. You know what I mean? There was a bar on it as well, so brought a couple of bottles of wine or whatever. Just got pissed, sat out the front of the ferry, smoking ciggies and stuff. Like it was just a good laugh, to be honest.
Was it like wine or Scotland's brand of wine, Buckfast?
No, it wasn't a Buckfast. I think I brought a bottle of Buckfast on the ferry with me. I honestly can't remember, but
I think you
it was
might have if you can't remember then.
yeah,
You
I
probably
definitely.
didn't sleep much either. It's got enough caffeine in it to put a cow down.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Buckfast is a good laugh. We actually played in Sheffield. We've played Sheffield twice, and both times across from the venue there was Buckfast in this like corner shop. So we were fucking buzzing. There was Iron Brew as well. We were like, oh yeah, yes, man, got some Bucky and Iron Brew. So
Like, that's the thing. Like English people, like especially like English bands, they come up here and they play, and the first thing they do is they go and buy Buckfast, not realizing that they can that Buckfast's literally made. Like I'm pretty sure down in England by the borders.
oh
I
really?
mean, don't quote me on that one, but I'm pretty sure the the place that they actually make Buckfast, I'm pretty sure it's in England or
No
it's
way.
something like that. So I don't know. It's just like a Scottish culture thing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I had no idea that was the case. Like, I just imagined it was made in Glasgow or something.
It wouldn't surprise me if there was a distribution center or something. I mean, it's basically tap water.
Yeah.
So like, if you were to put together a dream tour of like, it could literally be anyone. Like in the past, like I've had like bands come on and they've been like Dua Lipa on a metalcore lineup. You can literally have anyone. Who would you want to tour with? It can be absolutely anybody.
I mean, difficult question. I would have to say, for me personally, Vane. Definitely, I'm a big fan of Vane. Turnstile, huge Turnstile fan. Got a Turnstile stick and poke tattoo.
I
Took
love
nine
that, man.
hours. Who else? I guess Trapped Under Ice as well. Big Trapped Under Ice fan. And Red Hot Chili Peppers. Why the fuck not?
That would be a mental lineup. Who would headline?
I feel like it's got to be Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Be funny if
Like,
they're opening and you're headlining.
yeah, 100%. I could do a guest feature for Chili Peppers. Get Will up as well. Get Anthony Kiedis to feature on Kids Just Want to Dance or something.
That would be amazing, man. You never know, that could genuinely happen. I don't know if you've heard that
Well,
man's raw vocals, but they are something else. In the context of the
I
music, they're great.
I want Anthony Kiedis. And
Yeah.
first album, that punk like raw sound that they've got is amazing. I love that. Red Hot Chili Peppers' first album is just crazy.
Would you say, like, not directly, but would you say that that definitely influences your style of playing and stuff like that a lot?
I would say so. Yeah, definitely not directly, but I would say yeah, because John Frusciante, like when I was growing up, was like one of my favorite guitarists. So I used to learn a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers riffs and stuff, and a lot of songs. So I guess yeah, indirectly it would have affected like how I play in that.
Do you think the rest of the guys would be cool with your dream tour lineup, or do you think they'd be looking at you like, fuck no?
I think they'd be cool with it. I think Will would definitely want Half Heart on it, and Chappie would want Primus on it. But
Primus,
other than that, they'd be cool.
that would really make it mental, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be the best tour ever. Like, fuck playing on that. I just want to see that tour without us. You know what I mean?
It's actually funny, man. A lot of bands say like, "Oh, I wouldn't put myself on the lineup," and I'm like, "But imagine this: you're on the lineup, and then you make the connection, then you get to tour with them again."
That would be insane. Back to back world tours with Red Hot Chili Peppers and Bitterwood. Like,
That would be something. Can you just imagine all the Red Hot Chili Peppers fans? You start playing your first song. I don't know what you guys open the set with, but I'd assume it'd be one of the singles.
see, I actually don't think we've got like a set opening song. We've got a song White Noise that we've opened with a couple of times. That's not been released yet. That's on the EP. We were thinking about opening. Well, I was thinking about opening with Kids Just Want to Dance from now on, but I would obviously have to speak to the rest of the guys to check.
I'm sure it'll be cool with that, man. It's whatever gets the crowd intrigued, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. First song, you got to make a decent impression, or else everyone's gonna fuck off outside for a ciggy. Do you know what I mean?
I go to the bar upstairs where they can talk to
Yeah.
their pals. You know, it's usually how it goes, man. Listen, thank you so much for coming on to talk about like Bitterwood and stuff. Is there anything you want to plug?
Uh,
You know, it can be
I
your socials, it can be where they can find your music, that kind of stuff.
I mean, I guess follow us on everything. Share every single one of our posts and like them all. No, I'm joking. Follow us at Bitterwood HC on pretty much everything. I think we've even got TikTok now, but I don't
Even
have a clue how
TikTok.
to use TikTok. So we just post the same
Mate,
shit we put on
I'm the
Instagram.
same. I do not know. I don't understand TikTok.
Yeah,
I have
not a
it
clue,
and
man.
I'm not using it. Yeah,
Yeah,
also,
well,
obviously, everybody can find you guys on Slam Worldwide and Hardcore Worldwide, isn't it?
yeah, I got 3 songs, hardcore worldwide and 2 on Slam worldwide, and we should have more music coming in the next couple of months, I think.
Fingers crossed. Listen, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
fingers crossed.
And
Yeah,
hopefully
thanks for having me,
that
man.
Red Hot Chili Peppers tour happen. If not, let's
Yeah,
just smash the
listen,
streams for the EP.
100%. Flea, if you're listening, get us on the next world tour, man. Honestly, it'll be a good laugh.
That'd be brilliant. Thank you, man.
Yeah, cheers for having me.